welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a drugstore get ready with me / tutorial. It's a voiceover, so it's not really chit-chatty. If you'd like to see what I use to create this look using drugstore products only, please keep watching. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with my trusty Nivea Men's Aftershave Balm as my primer and moisturizer. Works great as a moisturizer, by the way. And I like to prep my lips with this e.l.f. lip exfoliator. Love that it comes in a tube. So convenient and not as messy at all. And then I go in with my Vaseline Lip Therapy just to keep them moisturized while I put on my makeup. And using the NYX Correct Conceal palette in, I believe it's light medium, I like to use that shade for my eyelids. Just to even out the skin tone, get rid of the veins, the pigmentation, and then I like to set with a brightening powder, and I'm using the Wet n Wild's contour palette in Dulce de Leche, and I'm just setting my eyelids with that so that I can go in with the contour shade and just contour my eyelids, because I don't do anything dramatic. This is like an everyday summer look, you know, just to go to quick and easy. Adding a little dimension, blending, blending, blending. Then I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in the shade Poppin' Party. I'm just hitting up the bottom lash line and just adding a subtle little smoky look, nothing too dramatic. But I am going to set that with a similar shade in powder form. So that shadow is also by Wet n Wild, and it is in the shade Cheeky. Next I'm going in with my e.l.f. cream eyeliner. Love this eyeliner so much. It's a little tough to get off, but I think that is a good thing, especially in this summer heat. Almost waterproof. I'm just gonna fast forward through this because, I mean, it takes forever. And I kind of just smudge that eyeliner into my bottom lash line just to connect it, make it look complete. And I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. face primer, and it is kind of like a tone corrector. It's like a green tint, so it kind of helps cancel out the red if you have any redness on your face. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation and the e.l.f. Foundation Serum, and I like to mix those two. Those are a very great combo. Very light on the skin as well, and about medium coverage. It's buildable as well. It just doesn't feel heavy or too thick or anything like that. It's just perfect for the summer heat. And then I've been loving this NYX Wonder Stick. I've been using the highlighting part just to highlight my face. And then right below my under eye, or for my under eye, I like to add my favorite concealer, and this is the Fit Me by Maybelline. Love this concealer. Oh my gosh, it's just creamy and pigmented, and it just blends out so easily. So I like to mix that with the Wonder Stick formula, just for the under eye area. And then I kind of like to warm it up with my finger. Kind of helps spread the product even better. And then I'll go in with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, but I'm just gonna call it a beauty sponge, okay? Just highlighting all the high points of my face. going in with my Airspun translucent powder, I absolutely love to set my face with this. I start with setting my under eye first so that it does not crease, so that concealer won't get into the little wrinkles and the fine lines. I just pat it up in there, and then I set the rest of my under eye and where I highlighted with the same powder using my beauty sponge. And then I'll just add a light layer to the rest of my face just to set my foundation. Don't forget the ears and the neck, the hairline. Then I'm going to go back in with the Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'll start contouring my face. Gotta hit up the hollows of my cheekbones, my jawline, my forehead, and my nose. Just adding back a little bit of life to my pale face now that I've already evened out my skin tone with my foundation. And then I go in with a buffing brush, and I just like to buff everything together, make it look flawless, almost like a airbrush look. It's all about blending. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, I'm just blending and adding and blending and adding. But blending is the key. And I like to contour my nose and connect it to my eye contour. I just like how it looks. And then I just blend that in also, real lightly. And I'll hit up the center of my nose with a brightening powder. So I'm using the same Wet n Wild contour palette, just the brightening powder to highlight that center of my nose. And then I'm going in with this e.l.f. blush palette, and that shade, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's really subtle, but it adds that perfect touch of color to your cheeks. And I think that palette is in the light, because they have a light and a dark, and that is the light palette. And again with the buffing brush, just buffing everything together. And using this e.l.f. Prism palette in Sunset, I'm using this shade right here to highlight my face, since I don't have a highlight from the drugstore yet. And it worked out. I really like how it added that subtle highlight, not too dramatic. It's perfect for every day. I'm just adding it on the brow bone, above the brow, the highest point of my cheekbones, and my nose and my chin. And there I go with the buffing brush again, just bringing the look together. And then I'll add some to the inner corners of my eyes, as I usually always do, kind of brighten them up. And I use my fingers just for extra pigmentation. Then I'm going in with this shade from the same Sunset palette, and I'm just adding that little touch to my crease, just to add a little shimmer. Nothing too dramatic as well, but it's all about blending. Moving on to mascara, using the Maybelline Great Lash, taking it old school as usual. It's one of my favorites, and it's still around for a reason. And then using this brow gel by Wet n Wild, can also be used as mascara. It's clear. It just kind of holds the hairs down. And then I'm jamming out to something. I've been loving this combo by Milani and Jordana, and I will list the details down below for anything that I might have missed and for the shades that I used. I really, really love the Milani matte lipstick formula. And with this Photo Focus Finishing Setting Spray by Wet n Wild, I really love it. I didn't show myself spraying it. I don't know what happened to that clip, but I do swear by this setting spray. So that is all for my video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye guys.